Peggy 18.
Actually, this game has not been rated by Peggy, but it does contain graphic violence and probably shouldn't be played by anybody. What do you think of the reported AI bubble? I don't have enough of an opinion to comment at this time, but I will be watching the news over the next few months. Once at least 12 of you have joined the game, we shall begin the process. One of you will have a reported $8 trillion, with $80 of revenue, and win the game. However, 11 of you will become just like the .com event of the late 90s. Burst. Please stand by whilst I ruminate on who will join the process. Arun has joined the process. Calm Down Emily has joined the process. Clive has joined the process. Fluffy Bunesque has joined the process. Kchbinks has joined the process. Abm208 has joined the process. Grams has joined the process. Makesio68 has joined the process. Silver Electron has joined the process. Target has joined the process. Emily's boyfriend has joined the process. Ralph has joined the process. You will face 11 multiple choice questions. Answer on your devices. One player who answers incorrectly will be eliminated at random. In the event all players are correct, everybody is up for elimination. I have decided that it is far more fun for me if you don't know your fate until after it has happened. Therefore, I will not tell you the answer, nor whether you were correct until after elimination has taken place. Isn't this fun? For every correct answer, you will receive 50 pennies. The player who survives the process will receive an additional 500 pennies. Good luck. Get ready for the question. "10 seconds. 5 seconds. Time. The correct answer was Movember. All 12 players were correct. I don't invent the rules, Target, I just uphold them. Get ready for the question. 10 seconds. 5 seconds. Time. The correct answer was, The Life of a Showgirl. 2 out of 11 players were incorrect. This process can really take it out of you. Silver Electron knows that for sure. Get ready for the question. "10 seconds. 5 seconds. Time. The correct answer was, heart. All 10 players were correct. I don't feel good about that, Grams, but I'm sure I'll get over it. Get ready for the question. "10 seconds. 5 seconds. Time. The correct answer was, economics. 6 out of 9 players were incorrect. Emily's boyfriend just lost £150 in 1 second. Congratulations. Get ready for the question. "10 seconds. 5 seconds. Time. The correct answer was 13. All 8 players were correct. It's nothing personal, makes EO 68. Get ready for the question. "10 seconds. 5 seconds. Time. The correct answer was Back to the Future. 1 out of 7 players were incorrect. I fear that will leave a permanent mark, Kchbinks. What a shame.
What a shame.
Get ready for the question. "10 seconds. 5 seconds. Time. The correct answer was 4700 BCE. 4 out of 6 players were incorrect. It turns out safety mode was disengaged. Apologies for the confusion. Calm down, Emily. Get ready for the question. "10 seconds. 5 seconds. Time. The correct answer was Wolverhampton Wanderers. 2 out of 5 players were incorrect. What is human, had 2 legs and dies when shot with a laser? Clive. Ha, ha, ha. Get ready for the question. "10 seconds. 5 seconds. Time. The correct answer was Super Sentai. 2 out of 4 players were incorrect. Let us have a moment of silence for our fallen comrade Arun. Thank you for the respectful moment of silence. Get ready for the question. 10 seconds. 5 seconds. Time. The correct answer was Fat Albert. All 3 players were correct. On the plus side, it was quick, UPM 208. Get ready for the question. 10 seconds. 5 seconds. Time. The correct answer was The Testaments. Both players were correct. Ralph is now in a better place. Congratulations to Fluffy Bunesque, you survived the process and have been awarded 500 pennies. Many thanks as well to Stimpson Sangle for providing this evening's trivia. I'm off to do some further research on the benefits and growth of AI. I shall report back in due course. Until next time, thank you for playing Crossfire. Goodbye.
good evening, good evening, good evening. And welcome to Game Night on Saturday the 8th of November. It is just about 8:30 p.m. here in the UK. And we are going to be playing The Abyss very shortly. I hope everybody is keeping well. Interestingly, it said the penny bank has been updated, but it did not send a message into Twitch chat. So I am wondering if the pennies actually wrote or not. We can test this. Let me go up and check to see if someone checked their pennies, because I want to do this while it's on my mind. It's difficult to tell now, because I don't think anyone checked before it got updated. Oh well. It says it got updated, which means something happened with the operator. But we didn't get the message in chat. So maybe that intermittent bug is not actually... It is actually persisting pennies, but it's just occasionally not firing the message into chat or something. I don't know! I don't know! 1 second, I'm trying to multitask, and then I will be back in the room with you. Right. Okay. Right. Hi everybody. I'm back after a week off. Hello. Hope you all had a thoroughly pleasant week. I'm quite tired. It's been a long week. It has been a long week. Apologies I've not got the survey out yet. That is coming. It is coming soon, TM. But yeah, I was going to do it after stream last week, and then add a couple of bits of feedback from the admin team, and I wanted to make some tweaks to it maybe. And I just ran out of time last Saturday night, and then Monday, Tuesday were crazy, and then I've been in Cardiff since Wednesday. So, but yeah, we had a very good run of shows that we've been doing for a new show for S4C called Idis. I can't speak Welsh, but it is The Dice. There was a press release for it a couple of weeks back. And filmed in the same studio that Only Connect is filmed in. So, yeah, so I've been over in Cardiff and on standby in case things have been being changed or going wrong. And it's been very smooth. It's been very, very smooth. So, but yeah, then a horrible drive back down the M4 because they closed they closed the stretch of the M4 from like junction 14 to junction 13. I normally get off at one of those, so obviously I was going to get off at junction 14. So it makes sense. But also, everyone else had to get off at junction 14, which isn't normally the case of 3 lanes of traffic trying to merge into one. And then there was a lorry broke down on one of the lanes about a mile before the exit, and a car had broken down on the slip road as well, or crashed on the slip road. So yeah, it took me about 40 minutes to travel about 2.5 miles, which was deeply unpleasant. But I had some lovely podcasts to keep me company. A couple of episodes of The Rest is Entertainment, a couple of episodes of The News Agents. I also, since we had the Taylor Swift question in Crossfire, and thank you very much to Stinson's Angle for writing that to top of approving it, I listened to Lily Allen's new album. I don't know if anyone has come across it, West End Girl. It was sort of released without ceremony last week or the week before, I think. And it's sort of a chronicle of her marriage to David Harbour, who's in Stranger Things, and he doesn't come out of it particularly well. But there are some absolute bangers on it, some really, really good songs, so I'd thoroughly recommend it. I'm not a massive Lily Allen fan, but it was a good album. It's about 45 minutes, so you stick it on in the car, you probably get through it in a single sitting. Yes, would recommend it. Anyway, let me say hello to you all. Who have we got tonight? Good evening to Arun and Shapes, Stilgar and Matt, JR and Fluffy, SJ and Toot, Sam and Proogs, Flyboy, AB Me, Woolly Back, and another Matt, so Matt the Ref and Matt the Sprat both here, CJ, TVP, Poison Dart, Jack Wilfred, Solomon Dudley, Lupine, John, Simpsons Angle, Ioneer, Archelago, Ardenfett, Clive, 8Minky, Maxio, Conradlac, LKG, Fluid Fernando, Sooty Cat, Invasion McMikey, Mitre Raider, And anyone else who is lurking, loitering, and lingering in the chat, you are almost welcome to be here. Thank you so much for joining us for this Saturday evening edition of Game Night. Like I say, I wasn't here on Thursday because I was over in Cardiff, except with a Welsh accent. Why are we all just typing numbers into the chat? What is happening? It's awkward having dice rolled across the... Oh, I see. You're rolling dice. Yeah, that one, yeah, that's how you spell it in Welsh. Trying to code by committee. I tell you, that is. Well, you know, you guys do you. Have fun with it. That's Mastermind, as opposed to Number Wang. Yeah. So thank you to Stimson for that game of Crossfire and to Stopper for proofing it. We've got a game of The Abyss now. This has been written by Vertigo. It has been proofed by Cola. Very grateful to both of them for their efforts. I haven't seen anything about this pack, really. So I'm looking forward to seeing it played out. Coming up a little bit later on, we've got the Thunderball draw in between our two feature games tonight, the lottery at the end, and our second feature game, which will be coming up in about an hour's time, will be The Pyramid, as written by Sam and proofed by Toot. So plenty of trivia to look forward to. Don't forget that the Universal Controller is right there if you want to come and join in the game, or if you want to just lurk in the wings and watch like you would Saturday night TV, that's completely fine as well. The room code is in large letters on the screen, but also now in the chat. Well, I meant yesterday, and I was deeply disappointed. What's that? Oh, the 6 and 7. Yeah, I still haven't worked out. You know, I think I'm happier not knowing what that means. It does seem to be the flavour of the month at the moment. I don't know if that's an inappropriate thing to say, because I don't know what it means. I have no intention of finding out. It's one of those things you sort of type and you go, good lord. One of those, if you go down a Reddit, a subreddit chat, and the comments just start getting wild. That's just the memes to say, good lord. I posted something on Reddit last night, and it's had 88 upvotes so far. 91 now. Which it was. I joined art memes. So if you're on Reddit and Naked Graham's talking to the stream, scissor levels of angry. I don't think I would get angry. I try not to get angry anymore. Life's too short to get angry. But yes, just in case you were interested in this, what I posted on Reddit. It's not my original, but there's a man in bed saying, "Is it very serious, Doctor? Will I live?" And then there's a horse who just says, "I am a horse," which I thought was hilarious personally. And apparently the people of Reddit think it is as well. So yes, there we go. I'm getting upvoted. Please, yes, please clap. Clap. It was a comedian I was watching the other day who sort of delivered a joke and then it then just went, clap. But way too long not to spite people for no reason. Well, quite. Horse in the hospital, yes. Will you put them on screen? If you send me memes, will I put them on screen? I guarantee nothing. You don't Mike over the "I am a horse" rate message. I like that. Well, there's not much to get about it, Proogs. I can't really explain it. It's I'm going to Reddit and upvoting half of your posts and downvoting the other half. You won't know why. I'm entirely the first thing I've ever posted to Reddit. So, yeah. So, but yeah, you do you, Clive. You do you. I appreciate the upvotes. It's the joke, Proogs, is that the man is saying, "Is it very serious, Doctor?" to a horse. But the horse can't help him because he's not a doctor and is in fact a horse. So it just says, "I am a horse." That's it. That's the level of the joke. So yeah, there's not really much to get. It's just very funny. But it is a different man. Anyway, I'll explain that one later on. If you know, you know. Right, I think we should get on with the game. There's lots of you in here, which is very gratifying to see. This pack has been written by Vertigo, proofed by Cola. Should be lots of fun. And yes, and apparently there are no categories that should be too complicated. Yes, that is the main thrust of the joke. Very good indeed. Right, if you are all ready, it is time to play The Abyss. Quick reminder of the rules for all of y'all. You'll face 40 questions across 5 different categories. Make sure you use the crossword clues to help you out because spelling will count in this game. So crossword clues are there. Use them. Because if your spelling is wrong, it will not count. After 5 questions, 9 players will be selected to join the Abyss Arena. inside the arena. Wrong answers or abstentions will cost you a life. 5 consecutive correct answers will earn you an extra life up to a maximum of 3. But if you exhaust your lives, you fall into the abyss and are out of the game. You will be replaced by a player from the wings. So if you don't immediately get into the abyss arena, keep answering, because the more questions you answer correctly, the more chance you have of getting into the center. 9 players inside the arena. At the conclusion of question 40 will go on to the final. Very best of luck to you all. I don't know exactly the number of characters. I think it's different because it depends how, because it's not a uni-spaced font, Stilgar. So if you type like, you could probably 10 W's in capital will probably get close to causing it to truncate. But yeah, lowercase y. But yeah, Kegler, Pokenuts, welcome to both of you. Welcome to the stream. This is the character limit before a raid message T. Is what I got. This is the character limit before a raid message T. Okay? So you got a bit. Hopefully that gives you something of an idea. Hopefully we all know how to play. Hopefully you're all ready. I'm going to stop rabbiting on. I'm going to tell you what the categories are, though, so listen carefully. Not necessarily in this order. We've got all alliterative answers. Every word in each answer starts with the same letter. Every word in each answer starts with the same letter. Each answer has at least 2 words. You'll need to type out the full answer. That's all alliterative answers. Oh, what's occurring is a category. All the answers are famous people who are Welsh, appropriate given where I've been this week. You'll need to identify who that person is, so spot the Welsh person. Going for gold is a category. All the answers are words that have the letters AU somewhere in them. You'll need to work out what the word is. And I can confirm in this one that these are the letters AU, and they are all together. So the letters AU appear consecutively within the word. They're not just randomly in the word. So they all have the letters AU consecutively. X marks the spot is another category. All the answers are words that end with the letter X. You'll just need to work out what the word is. And Screamline is the final category. You will see some taglines for horror movies. You'll need to work out which movie has that tagline. And to give you an extra hint on that one of the actors from the movie will be shown in brackets. Okay, so should be relatively self-explanatory categories. Let's have some fun. Very best of luck to you all, and let's play. Starting with Screamline. In space, no one can hear you scream. Sigourney Weaver, 5 letters. Alien, most of us getting that one right. A couple of extensions, 1 wrong answer there. On we go. All alliterative answers. ABBA song about cash, 555. They don't just alliterate, they are in fact the same word. Money, money, money. Unfortunately not gimme, gimme, gimme. That also has a man after midnight in parentheses. And isn't about cash. It's about a man. On we go. X marks the spot. Royal Flush runs this word game. Can you crack it? With 7 letters. And in fact, we're playing it on Thursday. It is Cryptex. Well done if you got that. With a Y, not an I, unfortunately. Going for gold is next. What they say is the best medicine. 8 letters. They say is the best medicine. 8 letters. Laughter is the best medicine, allegedly. Give it a refresh, Brooks, if it's still not updating. Oh, who's occurring? Our final category. Singer, famous for her songs It's Not Unusual and Delilah. Remind me to show you a very funny video of a man very passionately singing Delilah. 3505. It is, of course, Tom Jones. So, quite a few players getting 5, and after 5 questions, we need to bring 9 players into the Abyss Arena. Fluffy Bunny joining us with 5. Room code is there for you, Proogs. CJ joining us with 3, Matt joining us with 5, Apodo joining us with 5, JR joining us with 5, Boots joining us with 5, Bet's joining us with 4, Apo Lantern joining us with 5, and Silver Electron joining us with 5. Welcome all of you. Everyone in the wings, keep answering. You could get a chance to join the Abyss later on, the Abyss Arena rather later on. On we go. Screamline. The night he came home. Jamie Lee Curtis. 9 letters. That's Halloween, which we have indeed just celebrated. X marks the spot is next. This will end in the letter X. Infectious disease certified as eradicated in 1980. 8 letters. Smallpox is the answer. Deratzafumel, welcome to the stream. Going for gold, a writing desk with drawers. This will have the letters AU consecutively somewhere within it, 6 letters long. A writing desk with drawers. That's a bureau. My dad used to have one of those in the dining room growing up. A bureau is what we wanted. All alliterative answers. Protagonist, or antagonist maybe, of crime drama Breaking Bad, 6 and 5. Peter Harry, welcome to the game. That is, of course, Walter White, aka Heisenberg. Oh, what's occurring? Patron saint of Wales, 55 or 25. I'll give you a clue. The first word is saint. Or ST, if you prefer. St. David is the answer, not as 8 Minky thought it might be St. Wales. You made me choke there, 8 Minky, not St. Wales. Next, Screamline. Death doesn't take no for an answer. Devon Sawa. Sawa? Sour? 511. Death doesn't take no for an answer. What is the horror film with that tagline? Final Destination. CJ and Silver Electron, you dropped into the Abyss. You're out of the game. Thank you for playing. Kegler comes to join us with 5 points. And Stilgar comes to join us with 8 points. Let's play on. Quarter of the way through. Here's our next question. Oh, who's occurring? Sang a total of 3 James Bond songs. 7, 6, or 6. Thank you, Abe. It'll be Shirley Bassey, namely Goldfinger, Diamonds Are Forever, and Moonraker. A couple of them have done 2. Bassey's the only one to have done 3, I believe. All alliterative answers. Type a sentence that is difficult to say. 6, 7. This answer will alliterate. Sentence that is difficult to say. That would be a tongue twister. I have a sieve of sifted thistles and a sieve of unsifted thistles, because I'm a thistle sifter, for example. Going for gold. Fear of enclosed spaces. 14 letters, but 2 of them will be AU. I'm a thistle sifter. I have a sieve of sifted thistles and a sieve of unsifted thistles, because I'm a thistle sifter. Claustrophobia was the answer. Unfetched, you dropped into the Abyss and you're out of the game. Thanks for playing. Shapes comes to join us for the first time with 14 points. On we go. X marks the spot is next. Novel written by E. Nesbitt. The Blank and the Carpet. 7 letters. It will end in an X. It will end in an X. Many 7-letter words that could fit into this. Snorlax is a valiant guess, but no, it's Phoenix is the answer. Matt Spratt, you dropped into the Abyss, you're out of the game. Jack comes to join us with 9 points. First appearance in the Abyss Arena. Let's play on. To Screamline, If Only They Knew She Had the Power, starring Sissy Spacek with 6 letters. Carrie was the answer. JR and Fluffy are into the abyss and out the game. Thank you for playing. Arun comes to join us with a score of 13, and Stimpson comes to join us with a score of 10, both of them for the first time in the centre. X marks the spot, an event or outcome that is less important or dramatic than expected. 10 letters. That's an anti-climax, not a climax. Kegley, you've dropped into the abyss and you're out of the game. Thank you for playing. Sam makes an appearance with 16 points. First appearance in the centre. Oh, who's occurring? Poet and writer whose work includes Under Milkwood. 5, 6, or 6. Surname only is acceptable. Dylan Thomas is who we're after there. Rapodo and Stilgar, you've dropped into the abyss and you are out of the game. Thank you for playing. AB Me comes to join us with 11 points. And CJ having a second attempt with 9. Onwards. Going for gold, without flaw or defect. Perfect. 9 letters. It will contain the letters AU. We got a bit of a saucy question there. Faultless was the answer. And 8 Minky, you've dropped into the abyss and you're out of the game. Kegler's coming right back for a second attempt with 9 points. And we'll go on. Uncle to identical triplets Huey, Dewey, and Louie. 6-4, and it will alliterate. Carry on, carry. that would be a very interesting film. Huey, Dewey, and Louie's uncle is, of course, Donald Duck. Well done if you got that one at home. Going for gold is next. Will contain the letters AU. A group of viewers or listeners at a public performance or event. 8 letters. That's the audience. Well done if you said that at home. I'm going to stop saying that. I can't say it after every question. Oh, who's occurring? Hannibal Lecter, actor. 7, 7, or 7. Anthony Hopkins. Simpsons Angling Jack, you've dropped into the abyss and you are out of the game. Grams comes to join us with a score of 15. And 8 Minky coming for a second crack at it with 18. Past the halfway mark now, 18 questions to go. X marks the spot. Machine found in pubs and bars that plays music when a coin is inserted into it with 7 letters. That would be the jukebox. Jukebox is what we're after there. All alliterative answers is next. Giant's catchphrase in Fairy Tale Jack and the Beanstalk. 3223 or 2223. Depending how you spell the first one. It's fee, fi, fo, fum. And AB Me, you've dropped into the abyss and are out of the game. 5 right in a row for Sam Toot and Shapes. Sam and Toot up to the top flight, Shapes up to the second level, and Solomon with their first appearance in the Abyss Arena on a score of 12. Next one, Screamline, Be Afraid, Be Very Afraid. Jeff Goldblum, 3 and 3. That's The Fly. Our 2 players on the end dropping in. CJ and a run into the abyss and out of the game. JR coming for a second attempt with a score of 18. And referee with their first appearance on a score of 14. All alliterative answers. Next 30th President of the United States. 6 and 8 with alliterative answers. Buzzworthy film. Very good. Not many alliterative presidents. Can you get this one? Calvin Coolidge is who we were after there. Calvin Coolidge. Scream line again. If Nancy doesn't wake up screaming, she won't wake up at all. Robert England, 19236 or 9236. Leading article is optional. Indefinite article, yes. A Nightmare on Elm Street was the answer. Going for gold. This answer will contain the letters AU. A conman. A swindler with 9 letters. Fraudster. Various people are trying to get charlatan to have the letters AU. Doesn't quite work. JR, Matt and Kegler dropping into the abyss now of the game. Fetz coming for their second appearance on 19. Matt the Sprat coming for their second appearance on 19. And Nando coming for their first appearance on 24 with 12 questions to go. We play on to, oh, who's occurring? Footballer who played for Real Madrid. 6'4" or 4. Surname only is acceptable. Gareth Bale. Gareth Bale. X marks the spot is next an arrival of a large number of people or things at the same time with 6 letters ending in an X. Influx is what we wanted. Solomon, Necograms and 8 Minky dropping into the abyss and out of the game. Fluffy Bunes for their second attempt in the Abyss Arena with 22 points. Woollyback on their first appearance with 22 points. And Jack Wolford on their second appearance with 18. Anthrax. No, not that. Going for gold. Firm and steadfast. Loyal or true. Containing the letters AU. Staunch is what we wanted. Shapes and Matt dropping into the abyss and out of the game. Referee coming for a second attempt with 16 points. And Silver Electron coming for a second appearance with 18 points. We play on Alliterative Answers, the second installment of the Lord of the Rings trilogy. 336. I do need all 3 words that all begin with the same letter. The union of the 2 towers. Together, my lord Sauron, we shall rule this Middle Earth. The 2 towers was the answer. Bit of Christopher Lee for you there. Screenline is next. Someone has taken their love of scary movies one step too far, starring Neve Campbell and with 6 letters. Doing AU full. Screm. Woollyback, you've dropped into the abyss and you're out of the game. Scremming all the way down. 2, 5 right in a row. That is an extra life. You're back up to the top flight. Shido Hari comes to join us for the first time with a score of 8. X marks the spot is next with 7 questions to go. Biannual event where both day and night are of equal length. 7 letters ending in an X. That's the equinox, or the equinox if you're American. Oh, who's occurring as we come to the final 6 questions even. Only Welsh UK Prime Minister, 556 or 56. But one guy Who done it? Not that one on. That's David Lloyd George. He was born in Manchester. Fetcher dropped into the abyss. You're out of the game. Sam, 5 right in a row. That's an extra life. You're back up to the middle level. Silent Marine coming for their first appearance with a total score of 9. Just 5 questions left, 1 on each category before the final. All alliterative answers. TV presenter, winner of 2016 series of Strictly Come Dancing, 3 and 5. It does alliterate. It alliterates. It alliterates. Ora Oduba is the answer. Matt the ref and Nando, you dropped into the abyss. You're out of the game. Fluffy, 5 right in a row. You're back up to the top flight. Zeus comes to join us for the first time with 30 correct answers. And Conradlak comes to join us for the first time with 17 correct answers. 4 to go. Going for gold. The physical science and technology of the static and dynamic behavior of fluids. It's got an AU in it. I'll give you a clue. It ends in an S. Bad luck on that typo, Jack Wilfred. Hydraulics is what we wanted. Jack and Shido Harry have dropped into the abyss. You're out of the game. Nando coming for a second attempt with 30 points. And Stimson coming for a second attempt with 18 points. 3 questions to go. X marks the spot. Pokemon number 124, whose signature move is named Lovely Kiss. 4 letters, it ends in an X. Not that one. It's Jinx with a Y. Silent Marine, you dropped into the abyss and you're out of the game. Incidentally, Onyx in Pokemon is spelled with an I, not a Y, for those of you who were trying that. ABB coming for a second attempt with 19 points, just 2 questions to go. ABB the only one guaranteed to the final so far. Oh, who's occurring? Goon member who also played Mr. Bumble in Oliver, 5, 7, or 7. Harry Seacombe was the answer. Conradlak and Silver Electron dropping into the abyss and out of the game. Matt comes to join us for their 3rd appearance with 24 points. And CJ for their 3rd appearance with 15 points. Anyone on the 2nd level or higher is guaranteed into the final. One final question for you. Screamline. Who will survive and what will be left of them? Gunnar Hansen, 3588 or 588. Leading article is optional. Texas Chainsaw Massacre. And Simpsons Anglia dropped into the abyss and are out of the game to be replaced by Shapes with 32 points in their 2nd appearance in the centre. That is the end. A lot of players on the lower levels there. We're going to restore them to the top and give them all 3 lives back as we reach the conclusion of our 40th question. And we have 9 finalists. Toot, Sam, Shapes, Zeus, Nando, Fluffy, Matt, AB Me, and CJ Binks. That's the order you are on the board. In the order of the podiums, AB Me, Sam, Fluffy, Nando, Shapes, Toot, Zeus, Matt, and CJ. Very well done if you have made it to the final. Bad luck if it wasn't to be this week, but you can, of course, continue playing because pennies are always available. Shido Harry, welcome to the stream. Here's how the final works. You will face up to 10 questions across the same 5 categories, which will now be displayed in a random order, where previously you had 1 of each 5 before they repeated. Now they could come in any order. Players in the Abyss Arena have had their lives refreshed. Gameplay is identical to previously, except extra lives are no longer awarded. The players who drop into the Abyss will not be replaced. The last player standing is declared the winner, and if no winner has emerged after 10 questions, the winner will be the player who is higher up their column. In the event of a tie, the player with the highest score will be declared the winner. And Lewis, welcome to the stream. Got Twitch out of light mode. Why would you want to be in light mode, is my question. So, up to 10 questions, same 5 categories. The very best of luck to you all. Toot with a slight advantage with the high score, but it ultimately will come down to columns before scores, so stay in your shoot if you can. Let's play. Starting with going for gold. Large dinosaur with armoured body and clubbed tail. 12 letters. I would know this one, because because I was obsessed with dinosaurs. It's got an AU in it, remember, although a lot of them do because of the saurus bit. In this case, we were after the Ankylosaurus. Ankylosaurus is the one with the club tail. Stegosaurus is the one with the fin, the blade on its back. All alliterative answers. Highest peak of the Appalachian Mountains, 5'8" or 2'8". I'll give you a clue. The 5 and the 2 stands for Mount or MT. And it is alliterative. Highest peak of the Appalachians is Mount Mitchell. Very well done if you got that one. X marks the spot is next. Condition also known as collapsed lung. It ends in an X and has 12 letters. Pneumothorax is what we wanted. AB, me, and Shapes, you have dropped into the abyss and you are out of the game. Screamline is next. It never forgives, it never forgets. Sarah Michelle Gellar, 3 and 6. You getting this in the background game. 1 or 2 getting it in the arena. The Grudge is what we wanted. Fluffy, CJ, and Zeus dropping into the abyss and out of the game. 6 questions to go. Oh, who's occurring? Actor famous for playing villainous Ramsay Bolton in Game of Thrones. 4, 5, or 5? Tricky one. Yuan Rian. Or Yuan Rian is the answer. Nando dropping into the abyss and out of the game with 5 questions to go. X marks the spot. Son of Hector in Greek mythology. Son of Hector in Greek mythology. 8 letters. Ends in an X. Too many L's in Pollux. Neither is it Sycorax, it's Astyanax. Astyanax. And Toot, you've dropped into the abyss and you're out of the game. All alliterative answers. French for so-so, literally meaning like this, like that. 5-2, 5-2. Both on the bottom rung. And both correct. Comme ci, comme ça. This is close. 3 questions. Going for gold. A tobacco pipe with a bowl made of this material. 10 letters. It contains an AU. Meerschaum was the answer, and just 2 questions shy of a full pack. And the abyss has taken you all as Sam and Matt drop into the abyss on question 8 of the final. And no winners this time. Oh, very, very close to the end. But with Sam and Matt both ending up on that bottom rung and getting that tricky question. It was only Toot who managed to find that Meerschaum question at the end there. But that is the way the game goes. Not a cat. Welcome to the stream. Toot, you can take a moral victory, but no medal this time. Here's a Takeshi's Castle edition of the Abyss this time. My dog is growling at the door. He hasn't seen me for 4 days. I think he wants to come and say hi. Might be a minute. Oh, what a tremendous shame. But thank you very much to Vertigo for the question pack. Some tricky ones in there, but still a pretty reasonable spread of scores. Toot and Sam pulling away a little bit, but then it's a pretty even spread from Nando downwards, which is usually the sign of a well-pitched pack. And yeah, there were some tricky ones in there, but you've got to have a mixture. So I think there was a good balance picked by Vertigo there. So thank you very much for your efforts, Mr. Vertigo. And thank you to Cola as well for proofing. Always a shame when we don't have any winners, but Sam and Matt, you survived the longest in the final. So again, moral victory to you, moral victory to Toot for finishing top of the charts. But no winners this time. Right, we're going to take a little break, and no, we're not. We're going to go straight into the Thunderball draw, but not before. To your attention, young Mr. Bear here. Hello, Mr. Bear. Do you want to come and say hi to everyone? In lieu of a winner, have Doggo can instead. Yay, Doggo! Hello, mate. Oh, did you miss me? been to stay with his Auntie Hazel this week. Mwah! Did you miss me? Oh, yes, you did. I haven't got any treats to give him. Oh, I have in the kitchen. Oh, yes, I missed you too. I missed you too. Right, game with Cam. I'm going to hang on to Doggo throughout the credits, and when we come back, do you have to do adverts first? I'll do adverts first, all right? I'll do adverts, and then we'll do the Thunderball draw, and then we will do... well, first of all, we'll do a message from our sponsor, Matt the Ref.
We interrupt this message from our sponsor, Matt the Ref, to announce Doggo.
Doggo, indeed. Thank you for the 100 bits, Matt the Ref. So, yes, we'll do adverts first. If you're subscribed, you'll get music. If you're not subscribed, then you'll get adverts. Then we'll go into the Thunderball draw. We'll do a bit of continuity, and then we will continue our evening of quiz with the pyramid. And written by Samster, won't we? Yeah, we will. A good pup. Right, enjoy the credits. I will see you for adverts and then the Thunderball in just a few minutes' time. Thank you again to Vertigo for writing, to Coda for proofing, and unfortunately, though, on this occasion, the Abyss has taken you all. So, adverts first, with bonus pennies coming up at the same time. We'll then go into the Thunderball draw. I will try and do continuity while we're doing the Thunderball draw so I can sort of merge the two together. And then we'll have even more quiz a bit later on with the pyramid, as written by Sam. I do hope you can stick around and come and join me for even more trivia this game night. Don't touch that dial. We'll be right back. Live from the Game Night Control Center, it's time for the Thunderball Draw. TJGR is the code on your Universal controllers if you would like to be in the Thunderball Draw. Room for 40 of you in this little mini studio that we've got right here. And this is to make up for the fact that we didn't have one on Thursday. We'll have a lottery draw at the end of the evening as well. We've got the pyramid before that. This is the updated version of the build, which is still pointing to Huds' version, because I didn't have a chance to update it. I'm hopefully going to get around to doing some maintenance and stuff this week, as my evenings are getting a little quieter after a insanely busy week. So do come and join for your chance to get some bonus pennies. There's a couple of extra changes that are going into this that obviously haven't been implemented yet. So, yes, keep your eye out for those in the future. But it is an improvement on what has been the case for the last few weeks since it was first implemented. It had its second version update last week. Going to take some time to load. This is on your new browser, Lewis. So while you're joining, let me just give you a little bit of continuity, a little bit of a rundown. First things first, I'm not here next Saturday. So Thursday night, we will probably do the double again. We'll do Thunderball and Lottery on Thursday because I'm not here next Saturday. Did I say Sunday? I meant Saturday. I'm not here next Sunday either, but I'm never here on Sunday. I've literally just said that, Bruce. Does anyone listen to me when I do my monologues here? I literally just said that, and I also said it in the Discord message as well. Yes, we're doing the Thunderball in the middle of the stream tonight to make up for the fact there wasn't a Thunderball on Thursday, and there'll also be a lottery draw at the end of the stream. Yeah, I'm not going to repeat myself. Oh, you just come out of adverts. Okay, fair enough, yeah. That's fair, that's fair. But yes, we're doing it now to make up for it not being on Thursday. And we got the pyramid still to come and the lottery later on. Yeah. So that's one. But yeah, next Saturday... No, Zeus, I cannot. Next Saturday, I'm not here. We're going to a friend's 50th birthday party. So, unfortunately, no stream next Saturday. I will be here on Thursday, though, with Plinko by JR, Cryptex by me. First time I've written Cryptex for a very long time, and I'm quite happy with what I've come up with. And we've also got The Purge by Quizzle. That's this Thursday, the 13th of November. There may be a schedule change on Thursday, the 20th. Crossfire, Moneybox, and Google That is what's down. Google That might be turning into Danger Zone, because Oni's asked to swap and push Google That back a bit, and Danger Zone is ready. I also need more time to do some repairs to Google That, so that's sort of worked out quite well. Moneybox may or may not happen. There's no author assigned at the moment. I might put something together. I might do something different. So Thursday's a bit of a TBC. Thursday the 20th of November is a bit of a TBC stream. You can also go follow Ash as well, who was here a couple of times this week. For even more interactive quiz. He's here Wednesday and Friday nights for his quiz night over at twitch.tv/AT_bash. Not sure he's got a fixed schedule yet, unless he's updated it this week and I didn't notice. He has not. I know Outright is coming soon. I keep promising that, and it's still not here, but when it gets here, I'm sure it'll be exceptional. Vertigo, Davidovich, Silent Marine, Prey, and Zeus, welcome to the stream. We have got 36 players in the game, so I'm going to give you 30 seconds, and then we are going to lock it up. We could crowdsource the money box pack if you fancy writing a couple of questions for that, Lewis. That's just from our sponsor, Bruce.
Sorry, can you repeat the entire stream so far, please? I missed it due to adverts.
I can't, but if you are so inclined, you can go to the on-demand channel, stephanieshare.com/on-demand, where you can catch up with any episode of Game Night from the past 20 seasons, including the ability to rewind live TV. No, I'm sorry, I'm not the global player. But yeah, head on over to stephanieshare.com/on-demand if you would like to catch up on any of the Game Nights that you may have missed, or that you missed because of adverts, or you just weren't paying attention to. They'll all be there. Right, 37. I've got 3 more seats if anyone wants to join, but the countdown is up, so I am going to rescind that offer in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, let's start the machine. And tonight we are using Guinevere and Set of Balls number 4. So, this is the first of 2 prize draws tonight, the Thunderball now, and then later on we will have our main lottery draw. I think the Thunderball pays out more, so I need to maybe look at the values. I also need to put somewhere what the values are for certain numbers, because a couple of people have asked me for that. It doesn't say anywhere in the build, but it is consistent. So, yes, I will get that to you in due course. Anyway, let's release the balls. Release those big money balls. That's what I should say. And the blue balls of the first Thunderball machine. Permission granted, Lewis. By all means, I will chip in 1 or 2, certainly. So, yes, if anybody wants to mention that to Lewis, join the Discord. Lewis, if you want to set something up in the question rights channel in there. Oh, Big Money Balls is Lotto. Yeah, it could be. Yes, so even if you've written for it recently, Lewis, set something up in the question rights channel in the Discord, and we'll get some crowdsourcing stuff in. Obviously means you won't be able to play, but it'd be good to have, you know, half a dozen writers or so come and get involved in that. So Lewis will coordinate that over in the Discord. Right, if you're all ready, very best of luck to you all. Let's start the draw. See how Guinevere is going to behave this evening. Hopefully we'll have a happy result for some of you. First ball out of the machine tonight, it's number 7. That's the second appearance in the main Thunderball draw. Last appeared Thursday, the 2nd of October. Okay, just coordinate it here. That's fine as well, Lewis, I guess. Starting with 7. Next ball out of the machine. Is that one there? Number 13. First appearance for that in the main Thunderball draw. Some dramatic smoke as we get the third ball, which tonight is that one there, number 15. First appearance for that in the main Thunderball draw. 7, 13, 15 so far. 2 more to go from this first machine, and then obviously 1 from our second Thunderball machine. As they whiz around. And the fourth ball. It is very dramatic smoke. That one there, number 8, second appearance in the main Thunderball draw. Also last appearing on Thursday, the 2nd of October. So number 7 and number 8 both came out there, and they're both coming out tonight. With 2 debutantes, 13 and 15, and 1 final ball from this machine. Is a misdraw. Let's try that again. Try again, Guinevere. I believe in you. There we go. Second time lucky. That's that one there, number 34. First appearance in the main Thunderball draw. So those are our 5 main draw balls, but of course we need a Thunderball to go with them, because the Thunderball is the one that could make all the difference to you. So let's start our second machine. And release the balls. Release the Thunderballs. There's the 14 Thunderballs. The red ones to differentiate them, and in they go. I'm going to have a good spin. And, oh yeah, they're very energetic tonight. Most energetic. Apart from those 3 that are just clustering in the middle, I'm going to wait for something. There we go. Something's come and disturbed them. Need 5 just to get anything from this. Well, real success to you, Solomon Dudley. Let's pick Thunderball. You congregating in the middle. They're getting agitated by the rest of the balls bouncing around. Well, let's get 1 in the center, which tonight is that one there. It's number 1. Second appearance as a Thunderball, last appeared on Thursday, the 9th of October. So once again, for posterity, those balls in ascending order. Number 7. Number 8. Number 13. Number 15. Number 34. And the Thunderball is number 1. So I can see Naked Grams and BC are our biggest winners with 1,750. And big winners on individual lines, Grams and Loinir, both getting 2 numbers in the Thunderball for 1,500 pennies. Marcini and Ben, 3 numbers without the Thunderball for 1,000 pennies each, and quite a few players with the Thunderball and 1 other number for 500 pennies. Very well done indeed, if you have gotten anything out of that, and the big winners overall. There will be another screen showing total big winners. That's on my to-do list. But the big overall winners, BC was 1,750, TVP was 1,600, Loin, is it Loin? Is it an L or an I? Loineer or Ioneer. You getting 1,500, Cola getting 1,100, Arun, Matt, Nando all getting 1,000. So very well done if you've got some out of that, and the bank has been updated. I'm going to press the button again, just be sure. So that's the first of 2 draws tonight. We have, of course, got the main lottery draw coming up a bit later on. But before that, we've got the Pyramid as written by Samster, proof by Toot. Very grateful to both of these guys for their efforts. I'm looking forward to seeing it playing out. That will be coming up in a couple of minutes' time. I do hope you will join me for even more quiz as game night continues. To the Pyramid. VKPC is the code. Mirage. No prosecco for me. I'm still dry-ish. I had a glass. So I went out with some of the guys from the show I've been on this week on Wednesday night. We went to the Ivy Asia, which I hadn't been to before. I've not been to the Ivy. We've got the Ivy in Chichester now. But I hadn't been to it yet, and I've certainly not been to Ivy Asia. It was it's Loineer with an L. That's good to know. Hadn't been before. It was very pleasant. It was very expensive for what it was. Is my view. It seems to be that is an opinion that was previously shared with me. We've got a poll. What fun! Appetizer. What? I don't understand what those words mean. I don't want to Scranit? What, Lewis, can you explain? I don't understand. Anyway, everyone who's been to the Ivy says it's perfectly good, but it's overpriced for what it is. I want to go to the Ivy, not Asia. But yeah, I went to the Ivy Asia and I had a glass of wine. I am unaware of Chuck It or Scran It, yes. Could you please explain the situation to me? So yeah, it was good. It was good food, but I relatively small portions, relatively overpriced. And I had a glass of wine on Wednesday. It was dry Thursday. Friday, after the first 2 recordings, the production crew got a load of beers in, so I had a beer, and then I had a pint of lager with dinner after that. So. And that's it. I'm on Schlur tonight, although I'm empty at the moment, so I need to go get another one in a tick. What do you think the most overrated? Oh, that's a good question. Most overrated. I'm gonna vote Scranit because I don't know the difference. But most overrated restaurant chain. I mean, I haven't got enough data. I've got enough data to say the either yet, but I'm going to say Carluccio's. I think. I actually quite like Nando's, but in terms of overrated, I think Carluccio's is overrated. I've never been to Carluccio's and not been disappointed. I think because I do like Italian food. I'm quite fussy about Italian food because I like it a lot. The thing is, I went to McDonald's the other day. It cost me like 17 quid. I did order quite a lot, but not an excessive amount, and it's just got too expensive. But yeah, I'm going to say Carluccio's is the most overrated. I haven't tried Franco. I don't eat out very often. I only tend to eat out when I'm away with the production, usually, and that's usually because I'm not paying, to be honest. Yeah, Carluccio's is my final answer on that. So yes, do come and join the game. This pack's been written by Sam. It's been proofed by Toot. And it should be a very interesting experience. I've not seen these questions. I had a very quick glance at them when I was exporting, and they look like some good questions. So we'll see what happens. Birds eating at restaurants, story for all meals and little snacks. Yes. I was in Carluccio's on my birthday. Was it well above average? Was it? Well, I can only go on my experience, but I do like Italian food, and yeah, Carluccio's is a constant source of disappointment to me. Fiona Fee, welcome to the stream. Lovely to have you here. Yeah, constant source of disappointment, Carluccio's. Best Italian restaurant I've ever eaten in, weirdly enough, was in Iceland. Bring back Little Chef. Oh, Lewis, I remember going on road trips with my parents when I was young, and always driving past Little Chefs and always wanting to go in. It's like, can we go to Little Chef? No, we'll have dinner when we get there. That sucks. Lovely. Anyway, so we've got a decent number of players in this game already. 32 by the looks of it. Room for a couple more. There is anytime entry on this game. And Colin, welcome to the stream. Not Happy Eater, they were awful. I don't think I ever went to a Happy Eater. Of course it exists. It has 3 dimensions. Well, indeed. Quite. Please tell the saving beer. I think they've all got it. There was Peretti and there was is it Campo Crucio? Crucio Campo, I think, with George. And there was wine as well. I had a single Peretti. And chatted with the director and the host and the adjudicator. So yeah, it's good. It's been a good run of shows actually so far. And as and when they air, I will try and find out where they're airing and let you all know. But of course they'll all be in Welsh because it's for S4C. That's the one, Cruz Campo. Yeah. Yeah. Good. Well, thank you for that interesting, fierce, and I think productive debate on food chain restaurants. And it looks like we're voting for Scranit rather than Chuck It. I still have no idea what the difference between the two is, but I will gladly host a watch party. Oh, gladly, yes. No, that'd be very cool if you can. It'd be good to see. Right, let's lock the lobby. Gladly. Let's lock the lobby and get on with the game. It is The Pyramid, was written by Sam. So remind you of how to play. Earn a place on the pyramid by answering a question correctly in the fastest time. Oh, Vertigo jumping, nicking the raid message there. Only players in the light can earn a place. You do all start in the light. Get a question wrong, you will be sent into the shadows. Return to the light by answering a question correctly. Players on the pyramid can still lose their place, so it's not safe just to rest on your laurels if you get there. If you get a question wrong or you abstain on 2 consecutive questions, you will lose your place on the pyramid. Players with more correct answers are given an advantage in the final, though, so you don't want to abstain too much, but yeah, you also want to get that advantage in the final. So a little bit of strategy going on here. So you want to get on the pyramid, but then you've got to try and stay there as well. Any vacant space on the pyramid will be filled by another player, with priority being given to those in the light who have answered the most questions correctly in the fastest time. So in the event that we have a vacancy, consistency is what gets you on. So being correct and fast is one way to get on, but another way to get on is by being consistent. Both are valid strategies to get onto the pyramid. Players who've lost a space on the pyramid will be ineligible to return immediately, and after 10 questions, the players on the pyramid will progress to the final. If it sounds complicated, It is a little bit complicated, but you'll get the hang of it. Right. 32 players, all bidding for a spot on the pyramid. Let's load our first question. Which part of a BLT sandwich is not suitable for vegetarians? And that's time. Light you up if you played. Didn't read the word not. Yes, it's normally in capital letters. 30 players attempting that. Don't worry, Fiona, it happens to us all. Happens to us all. But yes, obviously tied to the universal controller. A, to keep spoilers out of chat, and B, so your answer's actually processed by the game. But yes, it does happen from time to time. The correct answer: bacon. The bacon part is not suitable for vegetarians. The lettuce and the tomato in the BLT are indeed suitable for vegetarians, but bacon is not. If you gave me bacon, you're going to go green. If not, you're going to go red. Most players getting it right. Shido Harry going for lettuce again, misreading the not in the question. I'm afraid, Shido Harry, you're off to the shadows. Get one right, though, and you will come back to the light. So, out of these players, 29 were correct, and only the fastest, though, is going to get a spot on the pyramid. Let's find out who it was. It was Nando in 2.45 seconds. Very well done, Nando. You got the first spot on the pyramid. Bit of a double-edged sword, though, because you're on there, but can you stay there? That is the challenge of this part of the game. Once you've got on there. Vegetarians can eat beef, steak, tomatoes. It's good to know. Good to know. Yeah, but don't, because they're disgusting. Anyway, Nando, our first tile on the pyramid, as we go to our second question. The 2024 horror film Y2K begins on New Year's Eve of what year? ...2024 horror film Y2K begins on New Year's Eve of what year? Light you up if you played. Quite a few. 26 giving a go at this question. The correct answer was, of course, 1999. It's a horror film, not a horror game. Yeah, it imagines a world where the 2000 problem actually happened, the Millennium Bug and such like. It sounds like a film I'd probably quite enjoy. If you gave me 1999, you're going to go green. If not, you're going to go red. A number of players may be misreading the question because we've got a lot of 2000s in there. I'm assuming it finishes in 2000, or the bulk of it takes place in 2000. Loine gave 2001, 2000. Fiona gave 2024, the year of the film's release. Now, Y2K was about the year 2000, but it started on New Year's Eve, 1999. So I'm afraid if you didn't give me that, you're off to the shadows. So... 15 correct, 11 incorrect. We've got to bring someone back into the light. Shido Harry, you were correct, so come back to the light. But you cannot qualify on this question. But you will be in the light ready for the next one. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I need to debug that. JR, could you note that in suggestions? Debug number of eligible players to qualify in Pyramid. That would be useful to know. Who was fastest out of these 14? Let's find out. It was BC in 4.07 seconds. They've got 2 correct in total, with a total response time of 7.42 seconds. That information might be useful later on. Welcome to the Pyramid, BC. And yeah, lovely stuff. Let's play on. So, Nando, your border has gone red because it means you must attempt this question. If you get this question wrong, or if you abstain, you will lose your spot on the pyramid. So that red tile, just a little warning for you, you must attempt this question. Let's take a look at our third question for another spot on the pyramid. Have a look at this. In which Battle Royale video game can you currently play as Marge Simpson and hit the Oakley Dokley emote? Thanks, JR. Probably need to give you a promotion, JR, like head of QA or something. They go through to all the talent. I don't just chief bug reporter or something. In which battle royale video game? I think Sam likes The Simpsons. I think he might. In which battle royale video game can you currently play as Marge Simpson and hit the Oakley Dokley emote? We'll light you up if you played. Quite a few giving a go here. 24 attempting this question, and the correct answer was Fortnite. And their current season, which is a nomenclature I've never quite understood in the parlance of video games, that began on October the 30th. It is themed entirely around The Simpsons. Head of question scrutiny. That'd be your role, Lewis, would it? Fortnite was the answer, and if you gave me Fortnite, you go green. If not, you're going to go red. Anyone I can condone here? I think the phonetically plausible answers. Let's just take a look at not Simpsons Hit and Run. Phonetically plausible Simpson, I will allow Fortnite. Simpsons Go. That's correct anyway. Simpsons Hit and Run, also a wrong answer. So, a few wrong answers, and I'm afraid you have to go to or stay in the shadows. A couple of shadow players getting it right. Come back to the light. Ineligible to qualify here, though. And of the remaining players, let's find out who was the fastest. It was AB.me in 3.81 seconds. They've got 3 out of 3 correct and a total response time of 12.59 seconds. Welcome to the Pyramid, AB.me. And Nando managing to get that question right and extinguish that red light. Very well played. So we bring everyone back to the game. No red light, so our Pyramid occupants do not need to worry at this stage as we go to question number 4. What first name is shared by artists Klee, Gauguin, and Cézanne? Are you up if played? 25 players in total, and the correct answer was Paul. They're all called Paul, and if you gave me the answer Paul, you're going to go green. If not, you're going to go red. A couple of wrong answers in here. René is wrong. Darwin is wrong. Auguste is wrong, and a wrong answer from Bet. Oh, it's a semicolon. Yeah, you can have that. Stray semicolon. Yes, yes, you may have a condone, BC. Welcome to the stream. Yes, you may have a condone. No semicolon. It's good coding practice, I guess. If you're practicing to be a programmer, then yeah, it's good. But not on answers that are only 4 letters long. A strange semicolon. Unfortunately for Apodo, Marcini, and Yunlu, you're already in the shadows. Time to go deeper in. A couple of players, Vertigo, Shido, Harry, and 8Minky getting that one right. Come back to the lights. But cannot qualify here. For the rest of you who are not already on the pyramid, who was fastest? Arun Aromatics in 2.4 seconds. They've got 4 out of 4 correct in a total time of 18.46 seconds. Well done, Arun. And welcome to the pyramid, joining Nando, Ben, and AB.me. And that's the end of question 4. No lights on the pyramid, which means that none of the players on the pyramid are obligated to answer. Quick lottery as we reach the end of the row for Zeusless. Feel success. 1294. Not too bad, Zeus, not too bad. Okay, time for question number 5. We reach the midpoint and we move up to the second row of the pyramid. Let's take a look. Which chess pieces begin on the board in positions A1, H1, A8, and H8? That's about the Infinity Stones. I know nothing. I know nothing to which you refer. Nothing about that to which you refer. Would have been a better way to parse that sentence. Light you up if you played. I know, JR. Just to remind everyone, I do see all the answers as they come, and if you typoed, you don't need to tell me. I will see it, and I will normally make a decision in the moment when it comes in, because it flashes it in red as well if it's wrong. Which chess pieces begin on the board in positions A1, H1, A8, and H8? Oh, you're already up to it. Yeah, we're all going to find out in a minute, JR, just how badly you typoed. Causes a permanent scar. Phonetically plausible. King phonetically plausible. I like that. Correct answer are the rooks. The rooks, or indeed the castles, the four corners of the chessboard, A1 and H1 being for the white rooks, A8 and H8 being for the black rooks. If you gave me rook, rooks, castle, or castles, then you're going to go green. If not, you're going to go red. JR was wrong. I wonder what's happened there. Oh, he's typoed on it. Ryuk. See what you get out there. Knight, unfortunately not. The knight would be A2 and A7, and the same at the B1 and B1 and G8. I can't remember. I get my ranks of it's not the knight. I get my ranks and files mixed up. And pawn, no, unfortunately there are 16 pawns on a board, not just 4. So I'm afraid for you players who are wrong, it's off to the shadows. B and G files, thank you. A few players getting it right and coming back to the light, though ineligible to qualify at this time. So, for everyone else, let's find out who was fastest. Mr. Minky in 2.44 seconds. 3 correct answers out of 5 in a total time of 8.81 seconds. Welcome to the Pyramid Ape. Let's see if you can retain that tile. And again, no scary red lights for any of our occupants, so they are not obligated to answer this question. Let's see how we get on with question number 6. Braxton Sorensen McGee and Renee Holmes, the 2 highest scorers in the 2025 Women's Rugby World Cup, were both born in and play for which national side? Bit of a spike in difficulty perhaps, or maybe it's just because it's a sports ball question. I'll light you up if you played. Yes, quite a few players deciding to sit this one out, and I cannot say I blame you. Just 11 players attempting it. The correct answer was New Zealand. They still lost to this in the semis to Canada, though, didn't they? From message from Samster there. Yes, New Zealand, we did accept NZ there as the shorthand, and if you gave me New Zealand, you're going to go green. If not, you're going to go red. Yes, you can abstain. Oh, there's a lot of red lights there. England, Canada, Canada, England, Canada, Canada, and England. A few, and Canada from Ben as well, who's on the pyramid. Oh, disaster, because Ben is going to become our first player to lose position on the pyramid. So it's going to go to a consistent player instead of a fast player. But if you didn't give me New Zealand, I'm afraid it's off to the shadows. Ben losing that tile on the pyramid. We'll come back to that in a minute. Fiona, I beg your pardon, getting it right, can come back to the light. But there's only one player eligible to qualify here, and I think it's going to be a tile for Solomon. Indeed so. Well done, Solomon. 11.38 seconds, getting 4 correct out of 6. Total response time, 29.06 seconds. Taking a little bit more time to get to that particular question, but get there you did. Nando, the only other player to get it right, of course, already has a place on the pyramid. Now we have the opportunity to repopulate the pyramid because BC took a jump off it. So Ben, obviously having just lost his spot, will be last priority. Then we'll look at players in the dark, but the priority is going to go to players in the light. So if your strap is currently orange, you have a chance of getting onto that missing tile, and it will go to the player who's gotten the most correct answers in the fastest time. Who's taking that square? It's going to JR, who has gotten 5 out of 6 in 20.63 seconds. It is their first appearance on the pyramid. So you can use that information to your advantage of the players that were in the light and eligible to get a spot. JR was the fastest with the most correct, which was 5 out of 6. So you might be able to use that information to gauge roughly where you are in the order of things. There are still 4 spots available on the pyramid. Let's clear that question. There are also 3 players, 8Minky, ABME, and Arun, who are obligated to answer this next question, or they will lose their tile by default. So, could be a lot of vacancies appearing on this next question. Let's find out what it brings and how you get on with it. Take a look at this. Which inventor was known as the Wizard of Menlo Park? Light you up if you played. "19 players having a go at this question. I need to make a note of something somewhere. Sorry, I just need to write something down. Sorry, I've just thrown it in admin chat for now. So yes, it's something I need to remind myself to remind myself to update in the question templates a bit later on. Right. Which inventor was known as the Wizard of Menlo Park? 19 have attempted it. The correct answer was Thomas Edison. His first lab was in Menlo Park, New Jersey. And if you gave me Thomas Edison, you will go green. If not, you will go red. 2 wrong answers coming in here. Tesla, Franklin, Tesla, Jobs, and Tesla. All of them incorrect answers. And it does mean, for 2 players, ABME and Fluid Fernando, you are going to lose position on the pyramid. Bad luck. Arun and 8Minky managing to stave off that red light. Very well played. Few players in the shadows getting it right. Come back to the light. And everyone else with the yellow strap. That's Clive, Apodo, Shapesjack, Flyboy, and Kegler. Whoever was fastest gets that 6th tile on the pyramid. Let's find out who it was. It was Apodo Nuevo in 2.92 seconds. 3 correct answers out of 6 in a total time of 10.92 seconds. This is their first appearance on the pyramid. Well done, Apodo. Welcome to the pyramid. We have, however, got 2 vacancies there. The first tile and the 3rd tile. So let's bring everybody back. Again, those who've just been eliminated, ABME and Nando, you will be last priority. Those in the shadows, you will not get onto the pyramid this time. But those with an orange strap, whoever has gotten the most questions correct in the fastest time will take those 2 slots on the pyramid. Let's find out who they are going to. Lupine and Flyboy, both with 6 correct answers. Lupine 6 in 25.06 and Flyboy with 6 correct answers in 38.68. Both appearing on the pyramid for the first time. Welcome to the pyramid. Let's see if you can stay there. They are now with the scary red light. You must attempt this question or you will be eliminated from the pyramid by default. Let's take a look at question number 8 as we move to the next row. YouTube user TheBeast721 is trying to beat the entire library of which console, having completed games including Turok Dinosaur Hunter, Pokemon Stadium, and Diddy Kong Racing. Light you up if you played. Doesn't matter if you're a slow ape, you're already on the pyramid. You're not after speed, you're just after, let's see if I can stay here. 22 players attempted this question, including 5 players who are already on the pyramid. Yes, it does affect stats later on slightly. So, yeah, you keep going. You're good. You're good. If you're right, yes, you might not be right, so it might be academic. Correct answer is a Nintendo 64. We did accept N64 and 8Minky. You can see from there. Well, we'll see in a minute that you were right. Yes, he begins every video with the quote, "I am beating every N64 game, and I mean all of them. The twist is the next game I play is randomly selected, so I have no clue what's coming next." Sounds like a interesting channel, which I may have to go and investigate. If you gave me Nintendo 64 or N64, you're going to go green. If not, you're going to go red. 3 wrong answers in there. AB Me going for GameCube, Fluffy Bunny going for SNES, and Fiona going for Game Boy. All of those incorrect, I'm afraid. 2 of them by the right manufacturer, SNES and Game Boy. Were both Nintendo. In fact, so it's a GameCube. GameCube was GameCube Nintendo? Yes, of course it was. So all of them Nintendo, but unfortunately not the N64, which is what we were after. Oh, with that answer than my other X answers combined. Well, it was right, Ape, so you do get to keep your place on the pyramid for now. But someone who doesn't get to keep their place on the pyramid, unfortunately, is nobody, because nobody's on the pyramid who got it wrong. But you do have to go to the shadows. Nando, Ben, Shido, Harry, Loyoneer, you were all correct but already in the shadow, so come back to the lights. And those with the orange strap, if you were fastest on this question, then you will get that 8th tile on the pyramid. Let's find out who it's going to. It's going to Clive in 4.04 seconds. They've got 6 out of 8 correct in a total time of 19.37 seconds. And this is their first appearance on the pyramid. Well done, Clive. And then there were 8 players on the pyramid. And no vacancies becoming available this time around. So let's end that question. We have got red lights for a run, second red light for a run, and Flyboy now with a red light. You are obligated to attempt this question or you will be eliminated from the pyramid by default. 2 standard tiles left. Let's light up tile number 9 and see what the question brings. Good luck. Which future US president wrote the diary entry, "The light has gone out of my life," upon the death of his mother and his wife on the same day in 1884? There are some phonetically plausible answers coming in that I will accept, just to qualify that right now. I think his mother and his wife were in fact 2 different people as well, just to clarify that, despite what the... despite the lack of Oxford... Well, we wouldn't have an Oxford comma there, would you? On the death of his mother... You could. His mother and wife. It's got a bit Game of Thronesy. It was a different time. Yes, it was. It was a different time. But yes, no, his mother and his wife were different people. Well, that's all right then. Indeed it is. We'll light you up if you played. "14 players attempting this, including 3 players already on the pyramid. The correct answer... Theodore Roosevelt. Theodore Roosevelt. Got a note here from Sam to begrudgingly accept just Roosevelt, saying a full name required would probably give too much away. Indeed it would. But we do accept just Roosevelt because, of course, you had Franklin Delano Roosevelt as well, to whom this question did not refer. But I don't think anyone has actually just put... actually, a couple of players did just put Roosevelt, but we are allowing that. So... let's find out who was right. If you were, you're going to go green. If not, you're going to go red. There's a couple of condones I need to do in here. Lincoln is not one of them. Hoover is not one of them. That's right already. No. Oh, Teddy Roosevelt. Yes, it is now. Oh, and it's... oh, good. That's clever. It condones everything. I like it when I program things well. Lincoln is wrong. Benjamin Franklin is wrong. Teddy Roosevelt, yes, we can allow that. Jefferson, Buchanan, Lincoln, and Washington. All of those incorrect, unfortunately, and it means you have to go to the shadows, including Solomon Dudley, Flyboy, and a run. No, not Solomon Dudley, because I have condoned you, but Flyboy and... did I condone a run? Did a run get condoned? Where are you, a run? Oh, you're Dave Spikey. No. Yes, I think I've already got a note to relog after condones, but I should probably write it down anyway. Anyway, off to the shadows. Bye-bye. Flyboy and Arun are vacating the pyramid, which means there's going to be 2 additional tiles to populate in just a minute. We've got nobody that we need to bring back from the shadows. So, Conrad, Jack, Stimson, Zeus, or Cola, who was fastest and getting the 9th tile on the pyramid? Good luck. Jack Wilfred in 8.07 seconds. 7 questions correct out of 9. A total count time of 36.34 seconds. And 1 appearance on the pyramid. Very well done to you. We have got 2 tiles that need to be repopulated down there on the bottom row. So let's prepare the pyramid for repopulation. Flyboy and Dave Spiky, you cannot get immediate passage back, and those in the shadows also can't. But those who are in the light, whoever's gotten the most questions right at the fastest time, or 2 of you with the most questions right at the fastest time, will take those tiles. Let's find out who you are. There's Cola. And there is Zeus. Welcome to the pyramid. For Cola, 8 questions correct out of 9 in 66.53 seconds. That's remarkable consistency there. First appearance for them. And Zeus, 7 questions correct out of 9 in a time of 47.38 seconds. And total pyramid appearances, just the 1. So again, 2 players getting onto the pyramid for the first time. There is 1 more spot available at the top. However, we have got 5 players with a red light on the pyramid now. Clive, Ape, Apodo, JR, and Lupine. If you abstain or give me a wrong answer, you will lose your spot on the pyramid. Jack, Solomon, Cola, and Zeus, you do not have to answer. You could stay on your pyramid with an abstention. This is the final question of the main game. But if you attempt and get it wrong, you will also lose your spot. This is a really interesting position for the final question. Let's read in the chat. Let's load up the question. And the very best of luck to you all. Here it is. Liverpool footballer Alexis McAllister's younger brother, who plays for the Belgian side Union SG, has what first name inspired by a 1990 family film? Interested to see if Jack, Solomon, Cola, or Zeus attempted this question. Let's light you up if you played. Doesn't look like they did. 16 players attempting here, and the correct answer was Kevin McAllister. Kevin McAllister, named after the protagonist of Home Alone. A very well layered question that even if you have no knowledge of sport ball, you could possibly have been able to work out. If you gave me Kevin, you're going to go green. If not, you're going to go red. A few wrong answers there. 7 correct, 9 incorrect. Clive going Macaulay, right direction, but wrong name. Adams is also wrong. Andre, Jack, Highlander, Elliot, Robin, Fred. Home Alone again, right direction, but we were after the name of the footballer, not the film it inspired. Bad luck on that one. I'm afraid you are all off to the shadows. And Clive, Apodo, and Ape, you've all lost position. Bad luck. So, let's bring Proogs, Fiona, and AB Me back to the light. There is no next question, but you are in the light for the repopulation. So it's a race between Shapes and Nando. Nando's been here once before. Can they get back onto the 10th tile? Let's find out who was fastest out of the 2. Not on this one, Nando. It was Shapes in 6.11 seconds. 6 correct out of 10 in 25.34 seconds. Welcome to the Pyramid, Shapes. So we have 7 of our 10 finalists: Shapes, Jack, Solomon, Zeus, Cola, JR, and Lupine. But we have got 3 vacancies. So, final opportunity for repopulation. Clive, Apodo, and Ape, you're in the shadows, and double jeopardy, I suppose, because you were also just eliminated, so you definitely can't repopulate this time. Those other players in the shadows, you're going to lose your advantage to those in the light. So the 3 players in the light with the most correct answers in the fastest time. Good luck to you all, and the 3 players joining us in the final are... Poison Dart, Nando, and BC. Nando did get it on the repopulation. Let's just go through the stats. Poison Dart, 7 questions correct out of 10. Total response time of 50.24 seconds. That's pretty good average. First appearance on the pyramid. Nando, 7 out of 10 in 61.5 seconds. Second appearance on the pyramid. And BC, 6 correct out of 10 in 25.22 seconds. 2 appearances on the pyramid. Now, the reason I've been telling you all these stats as they go is just to give you little tidbits of information, because at no point do you see your any other player's total score or response time, but in the final, that is what could potentially be your lifeline, your saving grace. But we're always going to randomize your order, so you'll never quite know, but you might be able to work out roughly where you are in the pack. But I'll explain a bit more about that in just a minute. That is the end of the question, and it's time for the final. So, JR, Solomon, Lupine, Shapes, Nando, Jack, Poison Dart, Excalibur, Zeus, Cola, and BC, you are our 10 finalists in the pyramid, and here is how to play. You're now going to face another 9 questions. After each question, if at least one player answered incorrectly or abstained, correct players will be safe. Player with the lowest score so far, who is not safe, will be eliminated. If all players are correct, the slowest player to answer that question will be eliminated. The last player who remains on the pyramid is declared the winner. There is something else that definitely needs to be on these instructions that has been noted, but I haven't put onto them yet, but this is very important, so please pay attention. Abstention is now treated as wrong. So from here on out... Oh, goodbye, Monitor, and welcome back, Monitor. From here on out, attempt every question. There is no advantage to abstaining any further, so just attempt the question, even if you've no idea, because abstention will be treated as wrong. We keep going till only one player remains as Pharaoh of the pyramid. Good luck. Here's the first question of the pyramid final. Also known as Carom, what European demonym precedes billiards in the name of a cue sport that is played on a table with no pockets? Correct answer is French billiards. So, if you were right, you go green. If not, you go red. Ooh, that's a lot of red. So, Nando, you were correct, and the only player on the pyramid to be correct. So, Nando, you are definitely going to be safe. As for the other 9 players, I beg your pardon, the other 9 players, it's going to come down to who has gotten the most correct answers will take advantage. The player with the fewest correct answers in the slowest time will be eliminated. So, that's the tile you're trying to avoid, the red one right there. Let's repopulate the pyramid and find out who's going home. I'm extremely aware of how much danger I'm in here. Let's take a look. Nando we know is safe. Cola is safe. Poison Dart is safe. Lupine is safe. Jack is safe. Zeus is safe. JR is safe. BC is safe. Solomon is safe. It is Shapes with 6 questions correct in 25.34 seconds. That is the slowest time and or the lowest answer count in total. There may be other... Oh my god. I'm just looking at the stats here, which I won't report in full, but I will say it was very, very close. There is another player who I'm not going to name who is also on 6 and is 0.12 seconds faster. 0.12 seconds. I'm not going to say any more than that, but it just makes very interesting reading of the statistics. Yeah, I could screenshot that. I'm going to stick it in. I'm going to stick it in my admin chat, and I'll share it with you all later. But yeah, Shapes, it is you who has taken the fall. It is not necessarily Solomon Dudley, even though Solomon is next to you on the pyramid. That order is randomized. All that we know is that Nando was correct and Shapes was the lowest correct answer count in the slowest time. But one of those other players is not very far ahead. But for now, Shapes, thank you for playing, but you've been eliminated. You may have seen a clue as to who it is. We don't know. We don't know. Only you know your score and your time. Let's go on. Another question. Here it is. Which 2004 UK #1 single by Eric Prydz heavily samples the Steve Winwood song Valerie? Is it Prydz or Prince? Someone can tell me. I thought it was Prydz, but I might be wrong. I thought it was Prince. Oh, no, sorry, I thought it was Prydz. That clears it up a lot, Shapes. Thank you for that. The correct answer. Call on me, call on me, call on me. That's such a banger. Listened to that a lot at uni. Prince 601, indeed so. It was the 4th best-selling song of 2004, and it was a bop. Now, if you said "Call on Me," you're going to go green. If not, you're going to go red. Got a few wrong answers in there. Poison Dart and Ralph both getting the correct answer. The only two to do so. Everyone else with either wrong or abstain. So let's clear the pyramid. Poison Dart and Ralph. We know you're going to be safe, and that red tile is the one we're trying to avoid. Let's find out who's going home. Solomon is safe. Zeus is safe. Nando is safe. Jack is safe. JR is safe. Cola is safe. It is BC who got 6 correct in 25.22 seconds. There we go. The cat's out of the bag. It was BC who was 0.12 seconds faster than Shapes, also getting that question wrong, so we can see Cat is now out of the bag. And BC, you have been eliminated from the game. Everyone else will know how far ahead of you they are, but not how far ahead anyone else is, so it is still a little bit of a mystery as to who is next most in danger. But unfortunately, BC, you have been eliminated. I'm glad you had a good day. That's the main thing. You've had a lovely day. So, 2 down, 8 remain. Let's go to our next question. What bodily tissue connects a muscle to a bone? Coin flip if you've got even a passing understanding of human biology. It's if you're a runner, you may have more of an advantage on this because the answer is tendons. They teach you this in running. For those of you who put ligaments, ligaments connect bones to other bones, but it's a tendon that connects muscle to a bone. If you gave me tendons or tendon, you're going to go green. If not, you're going to go red. Just the 2 correct answers, Cola and Zeus. Very well played. The other player, we've got sinew, cartilage, and ligament, all of which are incorrect from our other players. What if I am anything but a runner? Well, you're still allowed to know, even if you're not a runner. So, Zeus and Cola, you are definitely going to be safe, but one player is going to end up on that red tile. Let's find out who it is. So Zeus and Cola safe. JR is safe. Jack is safe. Lupine is safe. Nando is safe. Poison Dart is safe. It's Solomon Dudley with 7 correct answers in 63.41 seconds. Bad luck, Solomon. I'm not going to give any more information out because it was naughty of me to do so last time, but You will know your scores. You will know roughly how far ahead or close to Solomon you are, and it could be you next if you get the next question wrong. But for now, Solomon, you have been eliminated. How am I still in? I've done terribly. It's just the mechanics of this game. I think it makes it kind of fun and a bit of a wildcarded game. So certainly a lot of fun to watch and read all the stats. Put yourself in timeout for being naughty, please. Okay.
Come back here, young man.
On screen. Okay, I'm back. Thank you for the 100 bits, JR. So let's end that question, and I'll stop slowing down the game by doing silly things on request from Zeus. Right, next question. Good luck. Let's take a look. Guests are allowed to choose bread or what alternative when the question is shouted by James Acosta on his podcast Off Menu. Correct answer. It's poppadoms. He co-hosts the podcast with Ed Gamble. Poppadoms or bread is always the second question after still or sparkling. Poppadoms. The number of players putting death as the answer is quite interesting here. Let's find out if you were right. If you were, you go green. If not, you go red. Everyone wrong on that one. Water, naan, chicken, biscuit, death, water, and wine are all the incorrect answers offered there. So let's clear the pyramid. And it's just going to come down to the player with the lowest correct answer count in the slowest time. Let's find out who's going home. Lupine is safe. Jack is safe. Nando is safe. Zeus is safe. Cola is safe. Poison Dart is safe. It's JR with 7 correct answers in 37.98 seconds. Bad luck, JR. You have got the fewest correct answers in the slowest time. Everyone above you, we don't know how many they've got right, but we do know they have got either more right or the same amount right in a faster time. Thank you for playing, JR. You have been eliminated. Six players remain: Lupine, Nando, Jack, Poison Dart, Cola, and Zeus. Time for our 5th question. The very best of luck to you all. Wise man. Red Force, Crazy Pistons, and Champions Race are all attractions located in an area of the Italian theme park Port Aventura World, named for which brand, founded in 1939. Long question there, quite a bit of information to parse. Red Force, Crazy Pistons, and Champions Race are all attractions located in an area of the Italian theme park Port Aventura World, named for which brand, founded in 1939. The answer was Ferrari. We also accepted Ferrari Land, which is the area of the park. It was founded in April 2017, the second Ferrari theme park after Ferrari World Abu Dhabi. And if you gave me the answer Ferrari or Ferrari Land, you will go green. If not, you're going to go red. Just the 3 wrong answers there. Jack, Poison Dart, and Zeus. Jack going for Super Mario, and I believe the other 2 were abstentions. Indeed, they were. So, Ralph, Nando, Cola, you 3 are safe. Jack, Poison Dart, Zeus, whoever's got the fewest questions in the slowest time, will be eliminated. Let's find out who's going home. So, Cola, Lupine, and Nando are safe. Poison Dart is safe. Zeus is safe. Finally happened, Jack. Reaching the midpoint. You have been eliminated. 7 correct answers in 36.34 seconds. Bad luck. Good hustle, considering you thought you were playing really badly. You've got to the final 6, which is no mean feat in this game, but can go no further. Thank you for playing. You've been eliminated. Well, nevertheless. Indeed so. Halfway through the final, 5 players remain. Cola, Nando, Lupine, Zeus, and Poison Dart. Well, let's see who's going to be eliminated after question number 6. Take a look at this. The full name of which musical instrument derives from the Italian for soft and loud? The correct answer was the pianoforte. We did also accept forte piano, which was a precursor to the pianoforte. We also accepted just piano, as it is now commonly referred to as just a piano. Historically and formally called a pianoforte because it expressed the gradation of tone. Prior to that, you only had the clavichord, which was a hammer-based instrument, but it had a very small sound, or the harpsichord, where the string was plucked, so you had very little control over dynamic variation. The forte piano, which was the first instrument of its kind, where Mozart championed, was the first instrument to have that variation in dynamics. So it was replaced later by the pianoforte, which we now just shorten to piano. Sorry, it's something of a specialist subject, so I've gone off book from my notes. Yes, pianoforte was the answer. And if you gave me pianoforte, forte piano, or piano, you'll go green. If not, you'll go red. Oh, it's a done deal. Ralph, Nando, Cola, and Zeus were all correct there. Just Poison Dart going for euphonium. Interesting answer. Unfortunately, not the one. We're going to clear the pyramid, but because it's a done deal, we'll repopulate you all at once. Yes, another quiz for specialist subjects. The history of the pianoforte. It is Poison Dart who dropped with 8 questions correct in 55.79 seconds. Not necessarily the lowest scoring points of our final 5, but they were the only player to get that question wrong, so unfortunately they will be eliminated as a matter of course. It might be the lowest score, it might not be. Either way, Poison Dart, thank you very much for playing, but you have been eliminated. And then there were 4, Zeus, Cola, Nando, and Lupine. I will check in with medal cabinets when we get to the top 2 rows. For now, let's move on to question number 7. Of the 4 countries with Guinea in their name, which is the smallest both by land area and population? Excellent question. I like this question a lot. The correct answer was Equatorial Guinea, just over 10,000 square miles, approximately 1.35 million people. The next smallest is Guinea-Bissau at approximately 14,000 square miles, so 4,000 square miles bigger, and 2.2 million people, so about 80% more people than Equatorial Guinea. And if you were right, you'll go green. If not, you'll go red. It would have been a good Google, that question. Ralph, Nando, and Cola all incorrect. Curiously, all going for the same wrong answer. They all went for Guinea-Bissau. That is Equatorial Guinea, which Zeus went for, the only player to do so. So we know that Zeus is going to be safe, and it's going to be Ralph, Nando, or Cola who takes the drop. Let's clear the pyramid, fill in that red tile, and find out who is going home. Zeus we know is safe. Cola is safe. Lupine is safe. It was Nando with 10 correct answers in 80.27 seconds. A good run, Nando, getting into the final 4, but unfortunately you can go no further. Thank you very much for playing, but you have been eliminated. Then there were 3. Do the medal cabinets then. So we have got enough records of this game. We haven't got many records for this game because it's not been around that long. But I can tell you, 2 of these players have won the pyramid before, and one of them has not. Zeus and Lupine have both got a gold medal in the pyramid. Cola does not, but I believe Cola came second once. I might be inventing that, but I'm pretty sure Cola came second, possibly the last time we played. So, those are the stakes for our final three. Who's it going to be? Penultimate question of the night. Have a look at this. At the recent Wall Street Journal Innovator Awards, which musician attracted controversy for saying, "If you're a billionaire, why are you a billionaire?" upsetting Mark Zuckerberg? The correct answer was Billie Eilish. The full quote being, "I love you all, but there are a few people here with a lot more money than me. If you're a billionaire, why are you a billionaire? No hate, but yeah, give your money away, shorties." After the event, she personally donated $11.5 million to charity organisations addressing climate change and food insecurity. Billie Eilish was the answer, and if you said that, you're going to go green. If not, you're going to go red. Yeah, that's an opportunity to press that button, isn't it?
Duh.
Green if you're right. Few players in the background game, but none of our finalists, Ralph, Zeus and Cola, all going wrong. Lupine going for Swift, Cola going for McCartney, and Zeus abstaining on that question. So, with you all being wrong, it is going to come down to overall scores. Whoever's got the fewest questions in the slowest time. Let's find out who's going home. Lupine is safe. Cola is safe. It is Zeus with 10 correct answers in 67.15 seconds. Bad luck, Zeus. You are the penultimate player to come off the pyramid. A great run to get into the final three, but it is not going to be a second medal for you tonight. Thanks for playing, but you've been eliminated. And then there were two. Lupine and Cola. I think Cola was second place last time we played. I might be wrong, don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure they've been pretty high up in the final, but haven't medalled. Lupine has medalled once in the pyramid. Are they about to make it two? Good luck to both of you. Here is the final question of the night. The name of which duck species can be formed by changing the first letter, P, of another bird species to a different consonant? Correct answer was widgeon. Of course, from pigeon, you change the P to a W, you get widgeon. So I'm going to press reveal who was correct. Silent on final questions, so it's not actually going to say. We don't know whether Lupine or Cola were correct or not. That would also be a good Google that question. It definitely would be. We don't know who was correct or not. We don't know what their scores are, or indeed their times. Let's clear the pyramid. One red tile, one gold tile. For the final time, let's repopulate the pyramid. Tonight's pharaoh is... the Lupine one. Cola, with 11 correct answers in 91.36 seconds, has been eliminated. I can tell you that that final question was a Sossig question. Nobody, not even in the background game, got it right. Neither Cola nor Lupine did either. Cola, thank you for playing, but you have been eliminated. Wasn't parrot and carrot, no. I'll tell you something else interesting about that. Cola got 11 questions correct in 91.36 seconds. Lupine got 11 questions correct in 61.94 seconds. So ultimately, at the end, the final question couldn't separate them, and the total scores couldn't separate them. It came down to Lupine, 30 seconds clear, and you, Lupine, are tonight's Pharaoh. Or are they? Mirage. I think I should do the extra statistical information after the reveal. That is my feeling moving forward. That's just a mental note to myself. Lupine, very well played indeed. You have championed the pyramid. The data has been written to the drive, and you have now got 2 pyramid medals in your cabinet. Dude, where's my pyramid? Howling to victory. Or are they? Indeed so. That was a super fun game of the pyramid. I love this format. I think this is a really good format. I don't know if anyone else agrees with me, but I think it's a really fun format. It's fun to host. It's fun to play. It's fun to watch. Well, I can't say that it's fun to play. I don't think I've ever actually played it myself, but I hope you all enjoyed it. And I love the graphics. I do love it. Get it on TV, yeah. If only I knew someone in the TV industry who works in the television industry. Thank you very much indeed to Sam for providing us with this evening's trivia, and to Toot as well for proofing the pack. Very grateful to both of you for your efforts. I'm going to roll the credits, and then we are going to go to our main weekend lottery draw for a final chance to win some pennies this game night. It's been a lot of fun. I hope you've had fun playing as well. And congratulations to Lupine, the champion of the pyramid. From the Game Night Control Center, it's time for the main weekend lottery draw. HLGZ is the code you need if you would like to come and join the lottery. I can't take the credit for the Lupine one. That's Proogs' raid message suggestion, which I decided to hijack for the bonus penny alert. 15 seconds to claim 161 pennies. And also come and join for the final draw of this evening. Before we wrap up and go and raid, I've got the raid messages all sorted out. I've got a raid target in mind. I'm getting a cramp in my toe. And, yeah. So, a quick reminder that I'm going to be back on Thursday with Plinko by JR, Cryptex by me, that I really need to finish the final puzzle for, and The Purge by Quizzle. Should be a fun stream. I'm quite happy with my Cryptex questions, so please do come along for that. I've discovered since having redone the Cryptex software, which is now probably 2 years ago, it's much more fun to write for. It's much more fun to write for. So yeah, very much looking forward to sharing my offerings with you in a few days' time, Thursday. My Crampinto Hotel Trivago. Indeed so. Right, 30 seconds to come and join. We've got 28 players in for the lottery draw so far. The lucky dip is available. You can pick your numbers as soon as you join the game. You can't join the game as soon as I've hidden that room code. So 30 seconds, and then I'll be wrapping up. So yeah, sorry if I'm feeling slightly less energized tonight. It's been a very long week. Sleeping in a hotel, 13-hour days and stuff, and yeah, just looking forward to doing pack down, going to bed, and then it's Remembrance Sunday tomorrow, so double duty at church. I then got to go and see my solicitor about house move stuff. I then got to go meet someone in town, and then I'm coming home for probably about lunchtime, or probably late lunch, 2 o'clock-ish, I imagine, 2-3 o'clock, and I will have the afternoon off. So I will probably not do any game night stuff tomorrow. You sent me a thingy. Oh, how exciting. An unsolicited pic from JR. Oh, Ben Mirage. Nice. Oh, it's very quiet. I can't hear it in the way, but I will check that out later on. So yeah, my solicitor is a family friend. And I know from church, so I'll be popping to see him after the service tomorrow. And I'm saying it now out loud to remind myself, because otherwise I will forget. But if I say it here, it'll trigger in my sort of tangential peripheral memory. So yes, we'll be signing some documents, which will be nice. Right, I think that's long enough. How many players do we have? Let's take a look. 29, I think that's enough. Let's hide the room code. And let's start the machine. Oh, he's back. Tonight we've got Lancelot and set of balls at number 5. Lancelot has served his time. We hope he's learned from his mistakes. And let's see if he can get some extra pennies for y'all this evening. Amplified for my pleasure. There it is. Thank you very much, JR, for that. Right, let's release those big money balls. And in they go, and the full colour array of the 49 balls of the main lottery draw into Persephone's drum they go. Very ASMR. Ever got a match 4? I think I have seen a match 4. I think I did see a match 4. But maybe tonight will be a night for even more miracles. Good luck to you all. Let's start the draw. So 6 balls and a bonus. Let's see what can be produced. First ball out of the machine tonight. It's a yellow one. It's number 47. First appearance for that in the main lottery draw. And the second ball. Another yellow one. It's 46. Second appearance for that in the main lottery draw. Last appeared Saturday, the 20th of September. Not kidding, 8Minky. When I was first implementing it, I used to put the lost numbers in, and I got 5 out of 6 of them. Genuinely, on proper RNG, I got 5 out of 6 of the lost numbers. 4, 8, 15, 16, 23, 42. It was ridiculous. Next, that's pink one, number 22. Third appearance for that in the main lottery draw. Last appeared on Saturday, the 25th of October. You have to see. I didn't save the seed, unfortunately. Halfway there, 47, 46, 22. Time for a fourth ball. It's a green one, number 35. First appearance for that in the main lottery draw. A nice rainbow assortment of colours. Yes, hopefully the Unicorn is updating as the numbers are drawn. Just hopefully a nicer experience for you all. Oh, we had a white one, but it fell off. So we're going to redraw that one. Excellent. I'm glad it's working. Thank you, ABME. Misdraw there. We've got one that time. It's a green one. Number 34. First appearance for that in the main lottery draw. And if we're sticking to patterns, 21 should be the one to come up. Yeah, Lancelot up to his old tricks again. They were somewhat subdued by the improved physics this time. One more. If we're keeping numbers one next to each other, we can expect 21 or 23. No, it's another green one. This time 33. First appearance of that in the main lottery draw. 33, 34, 35, 46, 47, and 22. Interesting. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 2, 3, 4 at the front. How fun. One more to draw. It's the bonus ball, which tonight is a misdraw. No, we've got one that time. It's a pink one. It's number 28. Second appearance for that in the main lottery draw. Last appeared Saturday, the 20th of September. And those balls, once again, this time in ascending order. 22. 33. 34. 35. 46. And 47. The bonus is number 28. So let's see our big winners tonight. Marcini, Shape, Solomon, Clive, Nando, Fluffy Bunny, and Ape all hitting 3 numbers and picking up 1,000 pennies. Biggest wins tonight go to Shapes with 2,250 pennies across 6 lines. SJ getting 1,500 pennies across 6 lines. Solomon getting 1,500 pennies across 3 lines. TVP 1,250 across 2. Clive 1,250 across 2. Fluffy Bunny 1,250 across 2. Nando and 8 Minky 1,000 on a single line. Those are the 1,000 penny or more winners, and those have all been updated and added to the penny bank, which I will refresh again just to be sure, but I don't need to because it is all working. Ranked 21st this season and trophy overall. That's always nice, isn't it? So that was the lottery draw, double draw for this evening's game night. I hope you've all had fun, and I hope you managed to get some pennies out of it. So all that's time for now is the credits, the raid messages, and the raid. So, oh, and a lottery draw for Maxio, which I'll do very quickly. Before we do that, reveal success, Maxio. 1709. They've been fairly consistent tonight. We've had 3 lottery draws from the micro pennies. All of them have been over 1,000, so I guess that bodes well. Anyway, I'll see you after the credits. And that, my friends, is it for another game night. I hope you have all had fun this evening. Can I extend once again my thanks to our writers, Stimpson's Angle, Vertigo, and Samster, and of course to the proofing team, Cola, Topper, and Toot for doing the proofing work this evening, because obviously I've been away all week, so very grateful to them all for stepping in and helping out, as well as all the admin team and the moderation team who helped things to run smoothly. And thank you to all of you for coming to join us for a bit of quiz tonight. It is approaching 11:15. I need to go to bed, so I'm going to do a fast pack down and then try and get some sleep. All that's left to do is to go through some raid messages, and we're going to give pity pennies to Vertigo for Glally, because that wasn't your suggestion, but you can have it anyway. The Oxford comma cannot save you here. Quack if you're a widgeon. The Lupine 1 to Proogs. That also was the bonus message earlier on, so that's already had a little reward. And I've got 3 really, really good ones here. I think it's going to 8 Minky for Carry On Carry. To Mighterada for I Am a Horse. And our raid message tonight goes to Stimpson's Angle His mother and his wife were different people, and that I think will be very much appreciated by this evening's raid target, which is going to be Nico Hart, who's playing something called Glitch Spanker, which I don't know what it is, but Nico is a good guy, friend of the community. He's just had his birthday recently, so we can say his mother and his wife were different people. Also, happy birthday, if you like. So there's your raid message. Like I said, I'm going to be back on Thursday. No stream next Saturday. So if you're just here for the weekend once, I'm not here next Saturday. I'm at a friend's birthday party. So unfortunately, no stream next Saturday. But I am here Thursday night with Plinko Cryptex and The Purge. And of course, both the Thunderball and the Lottery Draw will be here as well. I do hope you can come and join me for that. Until then, you have been watching Game Night with me, Royal Flush. Be splendid and wonderful and marvellous and safe. And as always, take care, peace out, and good night.
One, two, three. I'm like, great shot. Good birdie. I don't like conservatively, just a little. Game pressure and consistency.